to Papua New Guinea, a land where vibrant culture and stunning landscapes intertwine. Here, breathtaking mountain ranges gracefully plunge into serene oceans, creating a canvas of natural wonders waiting to be explored. Immerse yourself in a society rich with traditions and diverse communities. Each village offers a unique glimpse into a way of life that celebrates connection to land and one another. From the colorful festivals to the rhythmic beats of local music, every moment is a chance to experience something extraordinary. Embark on an adventure that goes beyond the ordinary. Whether you're trekking through lush rainforests, diving into vibrant coral reefs, or engaging with warm-hearted locals, Papua New Guinea promises unforgettable experiences at every turn. This is more than just a destination, it's a journey into the heart of untouched natural beauty and timeless culture. This is Papua New Guinea. Adventure awaits.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, representatives of the Papua New Guinea business community and the Australian business community. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the members of the core PNG for hosting this auspicious event. This truly is a culmination of incredible effort and coordination that has been evident in the turnout today, and I am sure we will be carrying on through in the next few days. It is my utmost pleasure to be standing here today to present to you the opportunities of the tourism and hospitality industry of Papua New Guinea. My presentation this afternoon will provide you an insight into the tourism sector and the strong potential this renewable sector has as we usher in the new chapter of destination repositioning that drives PNG's A Million Different Journey brand tagline. I had good presentation by the CEO of Fisheries and the Secretary for ICT. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I will quickly run through my presentation. Papua New Guinea is indeed a land of a million different journeys. This is what sets us apart from the rest of countries around the region. We are unique and we are so diverse in all our potential and natural resources. We have beautiful products. We have beautiful sites that is uncompared to many other countries. We have bathing sites, world-class diving sites, surfing, trekking, wartime history. These are just some tourism products PNG has to offer. We are home to some of the endemic species of bird of paradise, flora, fauna, and more than 800 languages, as depicted in the product map you can see. The options are endless. Regardless of wherever you are and whichever province you visit, you will have an authentic experience in Papua New Guinea. Overview of the tourism sector. Prior to the onset of the global pandemic, PNG received about nearly 200,000 visitors since 2019. We estimate that by the end of 2024, we will receive about 150,000 visitors to have visited Papua New Guinea and an estimated revenue of about 400 million kina. The Australian market continues to lead as PNG's highest arrival inbound market for visitors annually, seeking adventure experience, taking advantage of the close proximity between the two countries. Australia makes up about 52% of the arrivals into Papua New Guinea, following closely by long-haul source markets of North America and Europe. The average length of stay by international visitors in Papua New Guinea is about 10.5 nights. And mostly we have visitors from the UK and North America traveling to multi-provincial itineraries. This is due to strong demand for immersive cultural experiences that required more time. The state of the PNG tourism sector. As I've mentioned, before the impact of COVID-19, the tourism industry contributes about 182.94 million into the economy, about 80,000 workforce, and about 122 million into tax revenues. With the realities of the recovery from the global pandemic, PNG TPA re-strategized in 2022 with the launching of the Tourism Sector Development Plan. With this plan, we have been able to capture most of our aspiration to develop the industry. Of course, the tourism industry in PNG faces many challenges in terms of law and order and so many other issues, but the potential is very huge. We are a unique destination, and some of the products that we have available in PNG is so unique that it attracts specific travelers into our market. We're not a mass destination like Fiji or other Pacific Island countries that compete with us. For us, we have advantage in our niche market, and that is where I will focus my presentation. A demand assessment was conducted in 2018 by IFC in partnership with TPA to identify the 5 niche markets that PNG has absolute advantage in. And the first is culture. During the assessment, we have established that the global cultural value of culture is about 453 billion USD. PNG, the most diverse culture in the world, has not captured 1% of that market yet. But there is huge potential for us to monetize culture. That is our way of life, that is our strength. And if we can monetize culture, targeted investment into cultural programs and activities, creating products around culture through cultural events, we have the potential to increase that number to 1 or 2%. With a foresight to targeting growth into 10%, you imagine just 10%, we can capture about $4.5 billion in cultural products alone. That is the huge potential we have in our country. The next one is bird watching. The value of bird watching is about 22 billion. PNG has about 29 species of bird of paradise, uncomparable to other parts of the world. We have birdies that wants to come to PNG to watch birds, and they can book hotels like Kumul and other bird watching sites around the country for 10 to 15 nights just to watch those amazing birds of paradise. So the potential is in culture, in birding, in diving, in war history, and adventure. What we need is targeted investment into this space, because that is our advantage. And once we do that, we can be able to increase the number. We have encouraged ourselves and the government to look into this space and more focusing on our products especially the niche market that we have advantage of, and ensuring that the government does a coordinated investment to enhance those products so that we have the potential and the opportunity to attract not only international investors but local investors as well, who can get those information from us and build those resorts specifically targeting our niche products. Government priorities for the tourism industry. The tourism sector development priority intervention by our tourism sector development plan pursued by the government is underpinned to transform the tourism sector, driven by two main programs. We're looking specifically at sustainable tourism development and the development of tourism hubs. The government has focused its attention into developing hubs and especially special economic zone, and we are aligning ourselves with the government's policy to develop one or two hubs within Papua New Guinea as tourism hubs destinations. Regulatory reforms for investments in tourism sector. PNG Tourism Promotion Authority is currently implementing policy and legislative reforms with a vision to grow the sector and be competitive in the region. Having completed the formulation of a national tourism policy as a prerequisite to the review of the Tourism Act of 1993, the industry recognized the need for standards and accreditation to deliver world-class tourism experience and destination. Whilst we're ensuring tour operators, accommodation providers, hoteliers, travel agents, and others within the supply chain of tourism and travel in PNG are coordinated to optimize efficiency for the benefit of industry and the people of Papua New Guinea. As we work towards regulations for the tourism sector, tourism business, those wishing to invest in the sector and stakeholders can expect tourism standards and accreditation programs. Tourism licensing for the authority, destination coordination and marketing, investment incentives, focus towards foreign and domestic investment, and special purpose vehicles to drive capital intensive investment for the tourism sector. Currently, our Act since 1993 limits us to regulate the industry, and therefore our national tourism policy has been developed to open the way we've been doing business and also regulate the industry so that we can have control and at the same time encourage investment into the tourism sector. Tourism hubs and development. The tourism hub concept in PNG focuses on two provinces, especially within Papua New Guinea. These two provinces are Milne Bay and East New Britain province, because these two provinces continue to attract the highest number of bona fide tourists into their respective provinces by sea through cruise tourism and by air. Gazetted as special economic zones, these provinces hold strong potential for future development, seeking investment opportunities and incentives. Going forward, our focus will be basically on these two provinces, Milne Bay and East New Britain, more so into East New Britain, because we cannot spread all our activities right across the country. We need to focus on an area or a destination, develop it to a level where it attracts good number of tourists, and then move on to another province. So the focus of the government and the PNG Tourism Authority is to focus on these two provinces more towards East New Britain province and New Ireland. Simply because they have the products, the 5 niche products that I've said, and they have unique cultural experience, and the number of people going there is already there. We intend to work with the provincial governments. We've identified specific locations for investment, especially investment into dive, investment into the diving sector, and investment into other cultural activities. Because these are the areas that we can see growth, and the potential in these two areas are huge. We also encourage Papua New Guineans who can venture into tourism investment to look at the opportunities that are there and partner with us and the provincial governments to venture into that business space. Our strategic initiatives going forward, with the future of tourism sector looking exciting, the work has already begun to drive destination branding, campaign, and other strategic initiatives. Some of these include brand ambassador program. We have signed a brand ambassador program with our NRL star, Justin Holland. We've also looked into developing a cruise tourism strategy with a number of cruise boats coming into Papua New Guinea, especially from Brisbane and Sydney. And we're running a Halo Poro campaign to the domestic market starting next year. Our product development will be focused on product development with various provincial government and to work alongside with each of our partners to develop specific products in the provinces. What is the most exciting thing about tourism? The most exciting thing about tourism in Papua New Guinea is the destination itself and the people and the country and the niche products that we have, the 5 niche products: culture, bird watching, war history, adventure, and diving. That is our absolute advantage. We have that, and that is incomparable to other destinations. Many people try to compare us with other Pacific Islands countries, but we maintain our status quo that our destination remains a niche market destination. And only then we have committed visitors that come into our show, willing to take up the risk to come and see those various niche products that we have. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in this very important forum, I would like to urge those who are interested, especially in the investment into the tourism sector, especially authentic dive resorts and cultural setting, we are willing to partner you. Please come to Papua New Guinea. The opportunity is endless. One of the best investment decisions you can make is to invest now when the opportunity is right. The other most exciting thing is village homestay. We have received significant report that a lot of people want to come and immerse themselves in our culture, because that's one thing that they can't get anywhere in the world. It's so authentic, so unique, and that is our selling point. We can have all these extractive industries. We can all have all these resources, but once that all is depleted, what we will have left is our culture. What we will have left is our heritage. That remains with us, Papua New Guineans. And that is the last resource we have at our disposal to share to the rest of the world. I urge government to look at that, and let's start building the roadmap towards harnessing and monetizing culture in Papua New Guinea. It has a huge potential. 450 billion USD. We need to capture at least 10% of the market, because we are culturally diverse and one of the richest cultural nations on the planet Earth. With that, please, we have a booth outside. I have my team assembled. If you need further information about PNG and the tourism opportunity and the tourism products, please feel free. They'll be here for the next 3 days. And all of us here, if you come from PNG, you are a tourism ambassador in Sydney. If you walk the streets of Sydney and you engage in a conversation with someone, tell them about your beautiful country and tell them what PNG has to offer. You are a tourism ambassador in Sydney. Ladies and gentlemen, as the head of PNG Tourism Authority, I encourage you to come to PNG, those who haven't visited PNG yet, and those who are Papua New Guineans here, talk about PNG. It's a beautiful country. Sell your country whilst you have the opportunity, because PNG is a land of a million different journeys, and the opportunity awaits. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
What if there was a place, unlike any other, filled with things unexpected, where live volcanoes were the welcoming committee, and wonder was your only option? Where the land and sea were the rhythm of life, where history stood still and came alive in front of you, where you were led around by mango scent and secret smiles, where a view was just the beginning, where the underwater world beckoned, where you could travel 100 years back by going 30 feet down. Imagine a place where man, woman, and child traveled for days to come together, to sing, dance, and celebrate a sacred world. A place where mystery invites you in, if only for a split second. A place where magic is on full display. This is East New Britain. This is Papua New Guinea.